Yellow. Oh, I didn't hit record on this one. I love having two cameras. Let me tell you, the two cameras thing is great.
I'm sorry, I'm so white and I'm blinding you. The
Uh,
beacons are lit. Gondor is calling for aid, but we're not gonna go.
Okay, this cat is going to interfere with. Like I know he's going to interfere with the
Look at
way
his
things.
face. He's like, "What? Why? Why?" He's
Yeah.
like, "I don't understand."
Oh, he's leaving.
Look, he sashayed away.
He's like,
He
okay.
totally sashayed
Oh,
away.
dude. Wow. Rejected.
Totally. He's all like, "Fine.
I'm so glad.
Watch
he
how
was
pretty I
rejected, though.
am."
Okay, we don't have any crazy.
Well, I actually want to talk about a couple things, actually. So,
All right.
like, one of the first things that I saw today kind of ticked me off a little bit. Not, like, made me mad, but just made me curious. Remember we were talking a long time ago about I need a real man. I need a real woman in my life or whatever. So I
Yeah.
saw a post that said, a real man will da 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 da. Can I have an amen? And another one was a real woman would da 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 da. And I'm like, are we fake now? Are we blow up dolls? I mean, when are we? How are we
What
not
were they saying?
real?
They said a real man will do what?
Like, I don't know. Like a real man would love me and shower me with attention and take care of me, or
Yeah.
I was my own superhero, but then you came along, and I'm like, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like an 80s thing.
It is totally nice,
Yeah.
but the thing is, for me, it's like, when do we become fake? You know, because they're saying a real man, a real woman, and I'm like, I didn't realize we were made of plastic. I didn't
Yeah,
realize we were fake.
Something about the standards for a real man, or so.
But
so
they're all different.
Yeah,
But they're all
yeah.
different. So, like, what one person says, a real man would open the door and buy me flowers every day.
Dude, okay.
I hate that
Have
stuff.
you tried the door opening thing on people before? Like I've tried it, and it doesn't work. on some
Okay,
people.
so I'll admit, for me, when I got out of the military, I hated people to open my door. I can open my own damn doors. I got two hands.
See, because
I can do my own
but
shit.
I was raised in chivalry, so
Yes,
so
but-
I tried to open the
But
door.
if they did it, it
and I
was
got
not a
this-
big issue.
Oh,
but if I'm on
no,
a date,
dude.
if I was on a date, I'd be like, I got my own damn door. I don't need you.
Really?
I would get really like aggravated,
like
like they were emasculating me.
Wow.
Yeah, I really felt that way. But now that I'm older, I'm not so stupid anymore.
Yeah.
If I don't get it, because I got spoiled,
Uh-huh.
you know, a certain way now
Yeah,
to
yeah.
open my door and have that chivalry. And my son, he picked it up too on his own. Like, I didn't show him anything. He just started doing it, and I encourage it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, thank you, buddy. You know,
Okay.
I'm not telling him
Well,
not to, because he
that's
just kind of did it on
good
his
of
own.
him, but a little bit dangerous. Because
Yeah.
I've tried to open the door for people, and I swear they got that power walk. I'll open my own damn door, and they do exactly what you described. I said the last door I tried to open, I remember it. It was a particular glass door. It was silver, like it's vivid in my memory. And the lady looked like she wanted to. She looked like if she could, she would want to punch me.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
She
I was
turned
like that when I
around,
was
she's
young.
like,
Yeah.
What do you think I am? I'm like, whoa.
Oh, I'm just being nice.
I'm just trying
right?
to hold the door.
Well, that's the
you
thing.
know?
So, like, I totally got spoiled the last year or so,
Mm-hmm.
and now, like, if I go with anybody else who doesn't do it, I kind of feel weird because now I've gotten used to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
him coming, opening the door for me, and me getting in the car, and then closing it behind me. But when I can get out on my own, like he doesn't go open my door again. I'm not a chauffeur.
Yeah,
But every time I
yeah.
go into the car, he opens the door for me, or walks on the right side of the curb instead of the left, like super chivalry stuff.
Yeah.
That
So that way, if a car hits somebody, it'll hit him.
it'll hit him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of cool. But at the same time,
Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
I can protect my own damn self, you know?
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
what
it's cool that he does that.
He
but-
does do that, and it's really, really sweet because now when somebody who doesn't do it, I'm kind of like, you're forgetting to do something. You
No,
know what
but
I
I'm
mean?
just saying that as a male, I would be confused about all that
Yeah.
because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Normally,
Especially
I would
San
ask
Antonio.
like, yeah, San Antonio's crazy. Normally I would ask how you know. Like, how do you know? It's a good thing I don't care. So I don't ask. Because after a while, I said, now I've opened many a door. In my lifetime, many a door.
Many a door.
Yeah, like that. I've done that before, but at the same time, it's just like how people receive it is kind of random.
Absolutely.
So
but
I
see,
just,
when a kid does it,
Yeah.
it's like totes sweet. It's cute. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Aww."
I don't like kids,
So
so
you're
I
like,
don't know.
totally get away. Yeah, but you like mine. Because mine are cool.
Yeah, your kids are cool.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool,
are
yeah.
cool. So what are
You're
people
so
saying
real.
when they do that? When they do the whole real man, real woman?
Yeah, well, like, you know,
I,
like I said, they'll say, like, a real man will, these are my things that I'm expecting. Or a
yeah.
woman would da-da-da-da-da, you know,
Mm.
or my version of a real relationship would be mudding and barbecuing. And I'm like, then
right.
where's the reality in
Where's
that?
your house?
Where's the house? Where's
Yeah.
the yard? Like, I don't know. What are you
Yeah.
going to do with that?
How
Are
do
you
you
working?
eat?
Are they
Yeah,
working?
do you eat? Do you?
Yeah, do you eat? Yeah. Or is it just ramen? Like, what are we doing here, you know?
Exactly.
So that's my thing that really, like, oh man, that it irks. It's so irksome, you know, when I see the real man, real woman.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're a kid. In my head, I'm like, you're immature and you don't know what you want. Therefore, you're looking for the real man. Well, apparently, a man would not want to date someone like you for having those expectations.
He doesn't match the realness, I guess.
It does, yeah. I guess it's a
you know.
reality,
Yeah.
really, fantasy. If you want to say my fantasy idea of a man would be this way, that'd be one thing. But when you're wording it as real,
Yeah.
I don't get that.
That whole preach it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't get it. It hurts my head. I'm like, we're all real. I didn't realize we were I didn't realize we were fake or alien. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been found out.
I've been found out.
That's been my problem all
The
these
truth
years.
is out there.
There's a group out there that knows my secret.
And that's my secret. Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. And then the other thing I know we've talked about was, which kind of correlates to what we're talking about, is the judgment, right, of what you look like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to that too. I mean, you're walking and they're just like, oh, he mean mugging, like, you know.
Yeah. I get that all the time.
I know you do.
Like when I take off my glasses, I don't even want to do it now because. So, but yeah, it's kind of a demonstration for people. If I take off my glasses, people say that I'm mean. Do I look mean? I mean, I don't know. Is that mean? Come on. You can't say this face is mean. I'm just saying. Let me try one over here.
Oh wow, you're just you have like that mean mugging face. Fuck those people.
I thought that. No, I mean it's not those people. I was trying to figure it out all this time. I've been trying to find out a solution to this because I actually know. I mean, people judge a book by its cover.
They do.
And man,
We're judgmental.
you walk into places and it's like.
Remember we walked to the mall?
Oh,
You're walking through the mall. Okay, so
I don't want to call anybody out on that.
No, we're walking through the mall, and I look very white. He looks very black.
I look very black, yeah.
And I'm not white though. I just look it, and we're walking through the mall, and I'm not paying attention to people. We're trying to get to a specific place. We're trying to check out different venues, I would say.
Certain venues.
Yes. And so we
Yes.
walked into one because trying to figure out what kind of spaces they have. And oh my goodness, we got some pretty ugly faces.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted to corral us and like kick us out. So I had to.
They were pretty sure I was stealing something.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
and
it's funny because like the people in the store, you know, they kind of duck behind the clothes, like you don't see them. And then I love, and I say this sarcastically because I don't love it. You know, the kind of macho loss prevention
totally
person.
got like
yeah,
that.
we didn't have the standard one, but we had that lady.
That lady, yeah.
She was,
and then when we were walking through
like,
the
let
mall,
me brace myself. Can I help you?
Yeah, and
what are you doing in my
'cause
store?
She saw
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're cool." Then she saw him, and like
Yeah.
that totally changed everything. And then also we were walking through the store, and I'm used to people just looking and staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm used to that by now. Not because I'm pretty or anything, just because they don't know what I am. But seeing us together really threw people off together.
People don't like to see that.
They don't like to see that, and I didn't understand it, you know, because I've had people be racist towards me as an individual, but I've never had the double race card, if that makes any sense.
Yes,
The
I have,
the
and
couple
it's really
race
just
to- yeah,
something
it's
that you get used to.
interesting.
Yeah, we were just walking through
And
trying to.
and he's like trying to talk to me, tell me about, and educate me
Yeah.
on like, you know, how people are, and I was like, wow, that was my first real experience on a double race card because it's always just been personal. And the funny thing is, and I'm not saying funny, haha, funny, interesting. The first people that were ever racist towards me were black girls. Were black girls in the military, and they're like, "Are you white trying to be Hispanic, or are you Hispanic trying to be black, or trying to be white?" Excuse me. And I was like, I don't even know what that even means. Hispanic trying to be white, or white trying to be Hispanic. I don't understand what that means. I really don't. And I was like, maybe it's the color of my skin, or maybe it's because my accent is really not there unless I start speaking in Spanish, and then my English will come out a certain way. But I didn't understand that. I really didn't. And, you know, at that time, I really didn't know a lot about black culture. So I was trying to understand the differences, the hair, you know, because there's a lot of Cubans and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, there's this thing in black culture where you have to be a particular way, real man, real woman.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a whole.
Same thing with Hispanic culture. I mean, if you're not a certain way, it's you're not like legitimately. You know, you gotta know Spanish. If you don't know Spanish, they'll give you shit for it. I've been guilty of it. Because I'm like, how do you not know Spanish? Like, that doesn't make sense. But it's like, how do you not know English?
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same thing. But yeah, that was really interesting going through the mall and having that first impression being the wrong one. And I don't like giving the wrong impression, the first impression.
And people say that, you know, black folks are paranoid. They get the whole, you know, you're always thinking that people are out to get you or people, whatever. Let me tell you, when we were in the mall, I swear, within a 40-foot radius, you could see the stairs. And when you look and you make eye contact, they're like, "Are you looking at me?" No, man, I'm just shopping. I just wanted to. It's especially, they're like, there's a dark person and there's like a light person, and it's like, you know, it's not really done. And I said,
like, it was still taboo.
And we're just looking
I'm like,
for
what
places.
are we, 1950s here?
Yeah.
Like, how is it still taboo?
And honestly, the thing is, because you never know, as far as judging a book by its cover, you never know what people are after. We were looking for office space.
We were looking for leasing space.
Exactly.
And
That's
we
what
were just dressed like regular,
just
you know,
regular people.
Shirt, pants, nothing. I mean, we weren't looking ghetto or scraggly. I mean, we weren't looking but we weren't in office suits either. But we were trying.
We were meeting with the management of the
the place.
facility,
so we had no reason to be there. So I mean, it wasn't the place's fault or anything like that. It was just that seeing the people's reaction. I've received it on my end, just because, again, the way I look, they don't really know, what is she? Is she white? Is she Hispanic? Is she European? They really don't know. And you know, Ajani, well, he's just a black man.